What's up, gamers? Still digging through your attic for dusty old consoles? Your retro gaming nightmare ends today. We're breaking down the top 7 retro game consoles that'll bring classic gaming into 2025 with HDMI, save states, and modern magic. Welcome back to GamerPicks, where we help you build the ultimate gaming setup. Today we're talking about retro game consoles, the modern ways to play classic capers without sacrificing your original hardware. Here's what's incredible about 2025. We've got arcade cabinets with 500 plus game support, authentic cartridge playing replicas with HDMI out, and pocket-sized handhelds running everything from NES to PS2. These consoles prove that retro gaming doesn't mean dealing with RF cables and CRT hunting anymore. Before we jump in, smash that subscribe button because we test these consoles with real classic gaming sessions. All the retro console links are down in the description with current deals and game library info. Let's start with number 7, the 400 Mini. This Atari 400 replica proves microcomputer gaming can be accessible with modern convenience. The remarkable detail in this shrunken replica captures the original's membrane keyboard design and cartridge bay aesthetics. You won't actually use the sculpted keyboard or insert real cartridges, but it serves as perfect reference hardware for what the real deal looked like back in the day. Here's what works: 25 built-in classics from the platform, plus support for your own ROM backups and Atari 2600 games via USB ports. Various gamepad support, save states, and 30-second rewind mode help you finally beat tricky 40-year-old games. You can even boot into BASIC for programming if you supply your own keyboard. Side-by-side testing with an original Atari 600XL showed the tiny console nails 8-bit emulation perfectly. Playing obscure backups from my own library revealed zero compatibility issues or visual quirks. Results are so accurate, I now reach for the 400 Mini instead of setting up OG microcomputers for games like Caverns of Mars and Mountain King. The lack of interactive physical features disappoints. Being able to use the membrane keyboard somehow would have made this the perfect time capsule, but it's still one of the most authentic ways to play microcomputer games without original hardware. Perfect for microcomputer enthusiasts who want authentic 8-bit gaming with modern HDMI convenience and save state comforts. Number 6 goes to the PlayStation Classic. This modded Mini proves Sony's retro console found redemption through community efforts. The 45% smaller replica is one of the best looking mini plug-and-play consoles from the 2010s. Molded memory card slots and even the action replay adapter slot on back deliver complete visual homage to iconic 90s hardware. HDMI output provides 720p visuals, making oldies look crisp compared to originals. What makes this special is modding potential. Custom firmware like Project Air unlocks true capabilities. Run your own ROM backups, use various USB controllers, and even emulate other systems. Stock features include save state slots and disk swapping functions handy for RPGs like Final Fantasy VII. The built-in game selection disappoints with PAL versions running slower at 50 Hz instead of proper 60 Hz. Stock software lets you play Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid, and Resident Evil, but modding enables Crash and Spyro alongside most PS1 back catalog games. Technically discontinued but abundant refurbished and secondhand stock exists at various retailers. Newfound modded abilities make this the best modern way to play PS1 games despite emulation devices pulling similar moves. This is for PS1 nostalgics who want authentic mini hardware that transforms into comprehensive retro gaming machine through community mods. Coming in at number 5, the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive Mini. This adorable tribute proves Sega's 16-bit legacy deserves proper celebration. The dinky console features a cartridge slot you can actually open for authentic dust-blowing nostalgia. Original menu music by 16-bit legend Yuzo Koshiro, created using authentic period tools, adds incredible attention to detail. Authentic packaging completes the throwback experience, hitting you right in the nostalgic feels. The engineering brilliance is the bang-for-buck value. 42 all-time classic games with bios explaining each one's significance. Better value than most mini consoles while excelling at little things that matter to collectors and enthusiasts. Must-play titles include Sonic the Hedgehog, Gunstar Heroes, Streets of Rage 2, Mega Man, The Wily Wars, Castlevania, Bloodlines, and Contra Hardcore. The library represents Sega's golden age when Sonic just arrived and 16-bit gaming ruled supreme. This is for Sega fans from the Sonic Arrival era who want excellently handled throwback packed with essential classics. At number 4, we've got the Super NES Classic. This Nintendo masterpiece proves 16-bit perfection can be faithfully recreated in adorable form. The 21 built-in games represent the era's best, classics that changed the industry fundamentally. Super Mario World, Street Fighter 2, Yoshi's Island, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Super Punch-Out remain as engaging today as during SNES's heyday. They're not museum pieces, but living proof of timeless game design. Here's what works. Suite of display options ranging from fuzzy CRT emulation to crisp HD output. Rewind and suspend options plus Nintendo Easter eggs deliver slickly packaged, densely concentrated retro goodness. Games display at their very best thanks to thoughtful presentation choices. Regional versions offer authentic experiences. US readers get North American model with sleek purple accents, while UK fans revisit their unique version with primary colored buttons on joypads. Both represent perfection for their respective territories. Controller cord length persists as minor issue, longer than NES Classic, but still not ideal for living room setups. Hard to imagine more perfectly executed mini console otherwise. Must-play titles include Super Mario World, The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, Super Metroid, Yoshi's Island, Secret of Mana, and Earthbound. These define 16-bit excellence. This is for Nintendo fans wanting faithful SNES replica, packed with industry-changing classics and adorable package. Coming in at number 3, the Atari 2600 Plus. This authentic tribute proves original cartridge compatibility matters for preservation. The smaller version of the OG system runs original Atari 2600 cartridges while trading that old RF cable for HDMI out. Beautiful wood grain front panel and top ridges are just as iconic as the games it runs. Illuminated front logo adds modern touch without compromising authentic design. What makes this special is extreme authenticity, effectively an original Atari 2600 with HDMI port. 4 switches on top handle difficulty and stage options, just like the 70s system. If you don't have the OG, this serves the exact same purpose in retro collections. Testing with original games showed technically emulated but practically flawless results. Super accurate visuals and sound in HD resolution for classics like Berserk and Pac-Man. Included joysticks and paddles hold up compared to originals, and other 9-pin retro gamepads work too. Missing modern perks like save states or visual effects, but many argue that defeats the tribute system's authentic purpose. There's now an Atari 7800 Plus with same functionality but wireless gamepads if you prefer that 80s NES competitor look. This is for players wanting authentic Atari experience on modern screens while preserving original cartridge collections. Number 2 goes to the Evercade Alpha. This bar top champion proves at-home arcade machines don't need single game limitations. The platform approach provides access to over 500 releases using cartridges, solving the at-home arcade scene's biggest issue. Authentic arcade experience features excellent button and stick microswitches paired with sharp LCD display. Despite modern tech, it feels just as authentic as real cabinets despite smaller size. The engineering brilliance is the cartridge support flexibility. Play everything from arcade classics to 3D outings like Tomb Raider and Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Modern conveniences include wide USB controller support, punchy speakers, and CRT emulating screen effects. Authentic retro gadget enthusiasts will love the detailed art, light-up marquee, and light-up coin slots. Plenty of cabinet details emulate actual systems from back in the day, making this both excellent gameplay solution and collector's piece for game rooms. Evercade emulation proves robust. Every tested game runs full speed with no hiccups. LCD provides vibrant visuals maintaining retro aesthetic. Integrated controls feature responsive clicky switches rivaling the best arcade controls in business. Load times slightly slower than alternatives, but not noticeable enough for proper complaints. Missing HDMI output prevents true living room solution status, but it's still fantastic kit representing arcade gaming gold standard. This is for arcade enthusiasts who want comprehensive game library and authentic bar top package instead of limited single game cabinets. And our number one pick, the Super Pocket. This isn't just the best budget retro console, it's one of the most affordable and fantastic handhelds available. The 2.8-inch IPS display with 4:3 aspect ratio suits NES, SNES, and Genesis classics perfectly. Game Boy inspired design with unique look features shoulder buttons enabling even PS1 games like Tomb Raider and Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Under $60 for Capcom, Taito, Atari, and Technos, flavors with built-in games plus Evercade cartridge access. The feature set is incredible for budget pricing. Visual settings like scan lines, shaders, and aspect ratios available. 3.5mm headphone jack and built-in speakers handle excellent chip tunes. Straight talking retro gaming, free from updates, downloads, and online shenanigans makes it approachable. What makes this special is proven Evercade emulation performance. Each cart has emulators baked in alongside ROMs. Everything runs full speed with correct sound without thinking about settings or hardware. IPS screen helps pixels pop gorgeously. Exceptional battery life lasts about 5 hours in sessions. I keep one in my travel bag for when Steam Deck OLED runs out, often still ready to go after sitting unused for extended periods. Travels well while providing excellent retro functionality at incredibly low price. More bare bones compared to other Evercade devices, missing video output and wider screens, but simplicity makes it arguably more approachable for pure retro gaming without complications. This is the budget retro console that refuses to compromise on fundamentals. Proven emulation, excellent battery life, and comprehensive game access for under $60. So there you have it, gamers. The top 7 retro game consoles that'll transform classic gaming from dusty attics to modern convenience. From budget pocket handhelds to authentic arcade cabinets, there's perfect retro solution for every classic gamer. If you want ultimate budget value, invest in that Super Pocket. The battery life and cartridge support can't be beaten under $60. Need authentic SNES nostalgia? The Super NES Classic delivers Nintendo perfection. Want comprehensive arcade gaming? That Evercade Alpha provides 500+ game access. Which retro console matches your classic gaming dreams? Drop a comment with your favorite retro system and let me know what modern console you're planning. Smash that like button if this helped your retro console decision, and subscribe for more gaming gear guides. All the retro console links are in the description with current pricing and game library details. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Game on!